Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this Predator 9000 generator from Harbor Freight. It should be called the 7250 generator because 9000 is only the starting watts, not the running watts. The running watts is really what keeps your house going, not so much the starting. I'm using this because I'm replacing a home light with a Subaru engine generator. It's a 5000 running. And the reason why is it's not really powering my house very well. I have a 2,800 square foot home with a well pump, a 3/4 horsepower well pump. Have a 5-zone propane forced hot water boiler. So it has, and these are circulating pumps, not just the valves. So it takes a little bit more power. Have a large refrigerator and upright freezer as well. I also have 6 kids, so when we lose power, we're drawing a lot of power from these generators, so I figured it was time to get a bigger one to see how this can run my house. I'm fully expecting that this is going to run my house without an issue, but in this video you're going to find out. How I hook this up to my home is I have a typical generator whip plug-in that goes to the back of my house. I run a 30-foot whip at the end of my house. I roll this outside, plug it in. And I have an interlock breaker that goes into my panel. It's a 150 amp panel. I don't have a 200, I know. And that's how it's going to work. The plan is to turn everything on in the house after I get this hooked up. Turn on the boiler, all the zones, run the well pump at the same time. I'm going to set the camera up outside so you can see once I do that, how when this loads up, how it sounds, what it is. And maybe that will help you in your decision making if you're in the market for a generator. This is a very popular generator. It has great ratings across the board. That's why I bought it. And plus it's I think $650 to $700, and for a generator this size you can't beat it at all. So for under $1,000 you can hook up your entire house to a generator, including the wiring and everything else, and it's really not that hard to do. The panel's already off, so just to let you know, first, you have to turn off your panel before you even start your generator. Make sure that's off. You do not want to backfeed the grid. That is a really bad thing to do. Then once your panel is off, keep all of your breakers off. Don't switch them over yet. You can go ahead and plug in your whip outside and into your generator, so you're not doing that when it's live. You turn on your generator. Alright, so let's start the generator up. This is the first time I'm ever starting it. Alright, so I've got the gas on. Alright, I've got the choke on. You got to turn on the start button, so that would help, right? And then this is where we're at right now. Sorry for the shaky video. So this is already off. That's the off position. This is the on position. As you can see, when it's in the on position, you cannot turn on this breaker. So now, and plus, this is actually a really good point too. Before you put power to the buses in this panel, you make sure that all of your breakers are off, and then you stage them on once you have your generator energizing it. That way you don't slug the generator too much. Again, sorry for that crappy lighting. Okay, so it's on. So all we have to do now is let's turn on actually filling up at the moment. As you can see on the boiler, I have every zone on. You know, everything seems stable. See, pressure is dropping. That's good. And it's keeping up. Typically, with the pump running, it'll keep up to 45 psi. So you have all the lights on in here.
generator. As you can see, there's no way I can actually get this to go back on with this here. It just will not engage because this breaker's on. So flip that, comes down. Now we can actually put it back on. But again, you need to turn all these back off. Pull this one in. Always stand to the side of your panel, never directly in front of it, just in case something goes wrong. You don't want to be in the blast zone. You want to stand to the side of it. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we'll start to stage all these back on, and then plus, as you can notice, you cannot turn this on.
All right, everybody, so there you have it. I loaded up this generator as much as I could with the house. I turned everything on. Like I said, I have a well pump, I have a 5-zone boiler, I have a large refrigerator, an upright freezer. Everything was running. This did, when it hit a load, when it actually loaded up, you could hear it bog just a little bit, but this is the first time I've ever ran this generator. It started with the first pull, and that's crazy to me. I can't believe it actually started with the first pull. Worst case scenario, actually, we lose power. I'm in New England, and we're in the middle of winter, so we get a lot of snow. It gets really cold, so you have to have power for your heat. You have to have a backup, a wood stove, other types of heat sources as well, a fireplace. So with that being said, this generator performed as I expected. I wanted it to do well. I wanted it to carry the load of the house without any issues. So, you know, I think I'm prepared for the next power outage that we may have, or, you know, what have you. You know, I feel confident in running this now. So, you know, a couple things about it. It does say it has 13 hours of runtime. That's at 50% though. So, I mean, you could, if you fully load this thing up and it runs, I mean, you probably get 8 hours out of it. 7 hours, something like that. I don't see people really running this at full capacity. And if you do, it's going to be screaming at you. It's going to be telling you, hey, I'm overloaded. But I hope somebody got some useful information out of this demonstration of this generator to be able to see it perform. I hope it helps someone. So please like and subscribe to my channel. And please share the video as well. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.